Hey guys, we're at St. Pete and we're on the racetrack. Today we're going to try and go get some interviews with some of these fantastic drivers. So let's see what kind of luck we have and go.
It's time for another On the Spot.
On the Spot.
I've seen people compare your driving style to that of your boss, Michael Andretti. Do you think that aggressive style is why most fans pick you to win the championship this year?
Oh, that's very kind. Obviously, Michael's one of the best drivers to ever do it. So it's great to obviously be able to drive for him, and to be mentioned in the same sentences is a big honor. So we've got a long ways to go to kind of match his accomplishments. But, you know, we'll definitely do our best to try and deliver on people's expectations and continue on from where we finished last year.
When is the last time you took an IndyCar out for a few laps?
So I did some filming. I drove a car. There's a couple of scenes where there's Indy cars that are used in the Will Smith movie Focus. And I actually drove one of the cars in that. So that was, I don't know, 2014 or 15. So not that long ago. It was fun to hop in. It wasn't a serious drive, but I still got to drive one.
Well, the only driving that I'm doing is basically the two-seater car. I've done some testing for Michael on for high-speed testing, but when it comes to proper testing, they need to have their own drivers in there because you're only allowed so much testing. So you can't say, okay, now we're going to let Mario have a day, and then what? If I'm not racing, you see what I mean? So this is not playing. It's not something, you don't have the luxury to test whenever you like.
Think you'd be able to go out there and speed up in one of those newer cars?
No. No.
No way?
Not now.
You can't even
I'm too old. I had my turn. I love what I'm doing now. It says these guys are so good and so competitive, and IndyCar's never been closer. I harbor no illusions that I'd go out there and show them anything anymore. So I enjoy being part of it.
Everyone would like to see you race again. It would be amazing.
Well, thank you. But I've had my races. Almost did 900 races in my life, and I'm still here. Indy probably would be the easiest one to do it on, but again, I had my career, and I have to be satisfied with that. I could still dream about the fact that maybe I could beat a few of these dudes out there, but no regrets. I had my time, and I'm enjoying watching the sidelines. And like I said, I get my satisfaction out of giving some fans a thrill with a two-seater, so we'll stay with that. I've been blessed, and I still live the dream.
Are there any cities around the world you think IndyCar should be racing in order to grow?
Really, any international city. I mean, the biggest problem that we have right now is it's really a U.S. championship. Obviously, you have a race in Toronto, but it would be great to be able to go back to Surfers Paradise in Australia. It'd be great to be able to go to South America, to England, all races where IndyCar has been in the past. But transitions have caused us to really be U.S.-based. So hopefully one day we can get back overseas and really broaden our fan base.
I think Australia would be cool to go back. Surfers Paradise was really fun. The Canadian fans are amazing, so as many Canadian tracks as possible as well.
I would say your fan base is already really good. It just needs merch, like Funko Pops and games.
What is a Funko Pop?
All day, everyone's been asking this.
I don't know what a Funko Pop. I don't even think Marco Andretti knows what a Funko Pop is.
Don't know what a Funko Pop is. What is that?
It's like a little figurine, but with a bobbly head and big eyes.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, right on. Yeah, I think we need that.
Shoot, I'm not sure I know what it is. What is it?
A vinyl figure. It looks like it has a bubble head. it's expensive, you want to keep it in the package.
It's a little doll. Is it right?
Yeah,
Like a little doll. Yeah. Do you want one made of yourself?
Have you done this interview today? Yeah, all right.
This is really showing my age because I don't know what that is, but
Everyone hasn't.
Really?
I've only asked like 2 people, and they're like, what's that?
yeah. No, you're way ahead of me on that.
How would you think people react to these little vinyl dolls being made?
I think they'd be confused why I had a little doll, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to get a couple test Funko Pops made after I can explain to my merchandise person what they are, and we'll see how it goes.
Like, I'm trying to get this stuff out here so that way people can have it.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, especially if that's what kids are into. It'd be cool.
I'll work on that though. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. No, I appreciate you. We need young people interested in the sport, so you're doing a lot for us, and it's very appreciated.
With IndyCar getting more and more popular again, there's a serious need for a console video game based on just this series. How do we get the video game made?
I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. We need a video game. I think I was just asking our promotion team that, and obviously it's a very, very expensive thing to do, but I think that'd be huge. I think that's where a lot of the future is. There's a lot of kids that are gamers and they love to not leave the house. So,
Like, what kind of stuff would you want in a video game being made for IndyCar just for the series?
Big Rossi fan, big Alex Rossi.
Are you coming to dinner?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. Next week.
All right. What was the question? I'm sorry. I was very rudely interrupted.
we should be able to talk on the radio and make fun of the other drivers. That'd be fun. No bullying, kids. I don't know. I think just as real as you can make the game. Some of them, it's unbelievable. You look at F1 and some of the games, even the simulators, they've come so far.
Downloadable content. I don't even know what that means. I'm getting old.
I think, you could have different tracks. You could have, cars and liveries from the past. You could have basically any driver that you wanted. You could obviously have the full-time drivers, but also the Indy 500 drivers. I don't know. You could think of anything really. When you download content, that's the world is full of options.
I think, you need all the tracks, right? You need the cars represented accurately, and then you need the drivers to be a lot cooler than we are in real life. I think that would be important because a lot of us are pretty lame. So we would need to look pretty sick in a video game would be the number one thing.
How would you feel as someone who won the lottery dreamed of racing the Indy 500? What would your best advice be for that kind of person? How would they do that and where other drivers feel safe?
Interesting question. First time I've gotten asked that. So I think, being a driver in IndyCar, requires a lot of steps to get to that point. And it's not something that you can just kind of jump in and do.
That'd be scary. They would need some experience, that's for sure, just to jump right into a professional tier of the motorsport. I think we'd be a little nervous, yeah.
But I think, with that being said, Indianapolis, of all places, is probably the easiest track to kind of get your feet wet, just because it's pretty simple. There's a lot of risk involved, and it's very high speeds, but it's not incredibly complicated. So if you have a good car, that really does a lot of the work for you. So I would say they would probably need 2 to 3 weeks of testing with a good team, and if they had some sort of racing background, I think they'd probably be all right.
What if they didn't have any racing background? Would
probably pump the brakes. I'd run a lower formula first, get your feet wet and come up the rankings.
It's probably not the best idea. But, with simulation and how it's going, you can learn a lot outside of a car. But I don't think it'd be super recommended. I think a lot of the drivers would probably be a little apprehensive about driving on track with that person.
You're stay away from that person.
Exactly,
They're probably
yeah.
going to make you crash.
Probably, yeah. It's a lot of preparation you've done there.
Yeah, I interview celebrities.
Okay.
Is broadcasting something that is in your future, perhaps?
It could be, but this is what I want to do for fun. Interview some celebrities, and maybe I'll take off somewhere, but right now I think I want to settle on being an actor.
Oh, good.
This might take off, but...
Follow your dreams.
She's better than like 2 of the interviews I've already had today.
Oh! Well, that was an exciting 3 days. I got to interview all the drivers. Everyone was just so nice to me, and I can't believe I got to do this experience. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, like, and share. And peace out!